Okay, and now, for number one, he says the worst show of all time. Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it the worst show of all time, but I think it's because of the title they say that. But it was My Mother the Car. There was actually a show called My Mother the Car. It was on 1965, 1966. 1 year it was on. I mean, it starred Jerry Van Dyke. He played this lawyer, and his mother was reincarnated as a 1928 Porter. And he found her at a used car lot. She talked to him, and he drove her around, talking to his mother. His mother was a car. And they say that's the worst show of all time. I mean, that's more creative than a lot of this crap that's on now on network TV. I mean, the network TV shows like Steinfeld and all of them, they're pieces of crap. But that was more ingenious, having a mother who's a car than this crap that's on now, like a rally in the mail. So, and he said that he had to call the absolute call to say, My Mother the Car. I loved that show. Loved it. It was cool, baby. Cool. A mother who's a car who talks to her son. I mean, I even remember the theme song. And my mother came back. My mother reincarnated herself as a hog. Although you don't know what kind of hog, motorcycle hog or animal hog. Well, a motorcycle hog. So I ride my mommy around, and I talk to my mommy. She's a hog, a motorcycle hog, I mean. And she tells me, go faster, girl. Get those guys, girl. Screw those guys, Tracy. You're the greatest screw of all, Tracy. That's my girl. That's my girl. So my mommy came back as a motorcycle, and I ride her all around this screw me baby trailer park. And I tell her what guys I want to screw. She said, go for it, Tracy, baby. So my mother decided she'd come back as a hog motorcycle because she knew I loved hog motorcycles. But, so the theme song to My Mother the Car actually fits my life. Because, that show, it was like 1966. I mean, it was cool, really cool. Jerry Van Dyke talked. And, well, I remember the song. The song went, oh, everybody wants to be something than what they are. They would like to be something than what they are, except Traci-The Trailer Trash Girl. Can't get any better. Okay, that's well, I'll just sing the song through without telling about how great I am. Okay, everyone would like to be something other than what they are. And my mother decided she'd come back as a car, as a car, as a car. She's my very own guiding star. A 1928 Porter, that's my mother, dear. She helps me through everything I do, and I'm so glad she's here. My mother, the car, my mother, the car. Yes, I loved it. Loved it. But, I just, I love some of those old classic television shows. Like I've talked to you about them before. Well, the Three Stooges, that's my favorite of all time. But, well, it wasn't a TV show. It was originally made as shorts for the theaters, the Three Stooges short. But I've talked to you before about some of the all-time TV shows that I like Andy Griffith, because Howard Sprague, that mommy's boy, speaking of mothers, he was a mommy's boy, as I told you before. He always wanted his mommy, Howard Sprague. Oh, my mommy says I have to be home for dinner. My mom, and he wore a bow tie. And like I told you, only fruits wear bow ties. So we even have some people at PCTV who wear bow ties. Oh, yes. So guys, oh, guys are fruity if they wear bow ties like Howard Sprague, and he was fruity because he always wanted his mommy. He just wanted his mommy. And so I've told you about that before in case you missed that show. Well, you're not supposed to miss any of Traci-The Trailer Trash Girl shows. And I told you about Floyd the Barber on Andy Griffith, who was doing the show for 3 years, and he had a stroke, and they brought him back. So since he had a stroke, he had to be sitting down all the time. They didn't actually say on the show that he had a stroke. And he was the one who couldn't talk because of the stroke, had a hard time. Up, and Andy. Opie and Andy. I love Opie and Opie and Andy. And I love that whistle on there. Well, but not only the whistle. Some of the I love the theme songs of some of them. Oh, they were so great, so cool. Some of those theme songs, and I mean, they really got me excited. But my all-time favorite theme song, second favorite actually, after My Mother in the Car, which I just sang to you, was Car 54. Where Are You? That was on for like 2 years, from 1961 to 1963. Had Gunther Twitty, the late Joey Ross, who used to go, oh, oh, oh. I mean, that was my kind of guy. Sounded like he was getting a good fuck. Gonna go, oh, 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 Gunther Twitty. But I love the theme song for that. Oh, yes, yes. There's a hold up in the Bronx, Brooklyn broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout group short of child, Khrushchev's doing idle. Wow! Car 54, where are you? So that was one of the great theme songs of all time. Oh, yes, it was. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, I'm taking away from my fucking time, but I'm enjoying singing those songs. I could go on day and night with those classic TV songs. I mean, you got me started on that. And when you get me started on something I love, like fucking or something else, I just can't stop. Just can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Okay. Well, you know. I mean, there's just so many. I mean, of course, everybody knows the Green Acres one. Everybody, but just in case there's anybody out there who doesn't know the Green Acres one. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. The chores, the stores, fresh air, Times Square. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, we are there. Bop, bop. I mean, that makes me wet, those theme songs. I mean, that makes my pussy wet. Just singing those old-time songs, remembering those old classic television show songs. I mean, I love it, baby. Just love it, baby. Oh, yeah. I'll do some more for you in a bit. I gotta calm down, baby. I gotta calm. Well, I shouldn't calm down, because Traci-The Trailer Trash Girl never calms down. Never calms down. Never calms down. Never, 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 never. But before I get back to the classic TV theme songs, I got some things going on, baby. I mean, I love PCTV, because it's my channel, regardless of what anybody says. And if anybody, like I've said before, tries to do away with public access TV, there'll be poopy dirt, poopy dirt, poopy dirt. I said it on every show, so I've said it now for you. So we'll get that part of the show out of the way. I'll say it now for you. Poopy dirt. And, well, I stick up for PCTV against anybody. Anybody, 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 anybody. And, well, this past week, I mean, I had a little run-in with a magazine publisher. Yes, I told her that I would send her a tape of one of my shows on the PCTV. And she said, sure, that's fine. I'll be happy to look at it. So I sent her the tape, and then after I sent her the tape, I called her like 2 weeks later, asked her if she got the tape. And she says, yeah, I got the tape, but we wouldn't be interested in somebody who's on some little station that nobody sees and nobody watches. Well, of course, you know what happened after that. I F-bombed her. I fucked her and said, fuck you, and I just F-bombed her to death.